significant gaps in both teams. Bolton are without their leading scorer Michael Ricketts for the first time in the Barclaycard Premiership this season. He's got a neck injury, so Dean Holdsworth leads the line, and after shipping 5 goals at Chelsea, there are defensive changes too. Hendry and Ungotti are replaced by Barnes and Jibril Diawara on loan from Torino. Leeds' major absentee is Harry Kewell, out with a back problem. Seth Johnson failed a fitness test, but Jonathan Woodgate makes his first start in the league for nearly a year. His rehabilitation begins here. Ian Hart drops to the bench, and Alan Smith's inclusion means a change to 4-3-3. Bolton on the crest of a slump. Leeds seeking some sort of equilibrium after all that's been going on lately. 3 games for the side in yellow today in the past 10 days, and alarmingly they've produced 16 goals, far too many of them, past Nigel Martin. Sam Allardyce wide for sound and hopefully on the right frequency, unlike a recent match here during which he took an order for 2 deep pan pizzas. Early knock for Eric Bakker. It's the last thing that Leeds can cope with. They've lost so many players to injury already. It's the challenge with Warhurst that did the damage. Diawara. Batty, and here goes Robbie Fowler. Good first touch and an excellent second touch. 1 minute 12 seconds. Leeds down to 10 men with Bakker off the field receiving treatment in front. Robbie Fowler, who once scored 4 in a match against Bolton, on the score sheet against them once more. It's 6 in 6 games against Bolton for Robbie Fowler now. And all the more laudable as they were still reeling from the injury to Bakker on the touchline. Here's Batty. Prior to today's team selection, Ian Hart hadn't missed any part of any game for 51 matches. Kelly. Bowyer. Warhurst caught him late. Paul Warhurst will claim that he was committed for going for the ball, but there was a knee up, maybe a bit of arm as well. It's the first yellow card of this game. Allardyce looks less than pleased. Including the early goal, Bolton have conceded 6 in the space of 47 minutes. Kelly. Charlton. Warhurst. Oh, Whitlow caught in 2 minds, but rescued the situation. The best of clearances from Jaskalainen. And Paducah got a foot in, and here's Fowler again to make it 2-0. Bolton have been caught cold. Robbie Fowler, the scorer for the second time in the opening 16 minutes. A goal very similar to his first. Twice in the last 3 games, Leeds have surrendered a 2-goal advantage. Not today, please. That will be David O'Leary's plea. Charlton. Warhurst. Helped over the bar by Martin. More than 3 years since Paul Warhurst last featured on a score sheet. It was in his Crystal Palace days, yet to score for Bolton. Nolan at the near post for Franson's kick. Whitlow right on the line. It's not well delivered. Barnes. Franson. Goalkeeper watched it all the way. A bit of swerve on the shot as well. Hart. Hart fluffed it. Here's Nolan. Oh, good recovery by Nigel Martin. Initially it didn't seem to be too much of a threat as the cross came in, but then he realised that he had to backpedal and did so furiously. Very good attempt by Kevin Nolan. It's brought a corner. Franson. Bowyer. Barnes was out by Viduka, and then Warhurst. It's a better start to the second half by Bolton. Bolton drumming up plenty of support, and it's on the pitch that they need to find something that they've not shown so far. Whitlow. Holdsworth. Referee with arms behind his back. Here's Franson. That's a corner. Holdsworth felt he might have got something more. The challenge right on the edge of the penalty area by Ferdinand. And Woodgate's block. It's the usual Bolton ploy, 3 in front of the keeper. Gardner comes short. And hooked away by Batty. Farrelly. That corner have caused more consternation for the Leeds defence than any previous one. And it took the clearance from beneath his own bar by Batty to rescue matters for Leeds. It's actually a flick by a Leeds player that defeated the goalkeeper. Whitlow headed it into the back of Viduka's head, and Viduka has it again, and Fowler's pulled away. And Jääskeläinen just got a touch on that. Nearly guided it into the path of Robbie Fowler. Just a shade over 27,000 inside the Reebok Stadium. It's not all that often that we've seen it full, but today it is. Franson cutting across Batty. No way past Rio Ferdinand though. And Viduka up against Diawara. Fowler wants it. It's still Viduka, and that's a good save by Jääskeläinen. Oh, and Diawara's given it away. Just when the danger seemed to have been averted. It's Wilcox, off the post! And over from Alan Smith. It's a very good effort from Jason Wilcox on his less favoured right foot, and it came at a fair lick off the post, but even so, Alan Smith will be very disappointed not to have turned it in for number 3. Viduka. Batty. Here goes Fowler. He's exposed them twice. This could be the hat-trick. Having done the hard work, maybe it should have been the hat-trick. It's a lovely piece of football from Leeds. Great cunning from Fowler to earn the space for the shot. This is Nolan. Johnson, second attempt. Kelly. Franson, Holdsworth. Chance now for Pedersen. Oh, Bolton needed that. If they're to have any chance of getting back into this game in the remaining 12 minutes or so, they really needed that to go in. Leeds seeking the goal that would put the result beyond any sort of doubt at all. Viduka. Now Bowyer allowed to stroll, and then he was tripped, and it's a penalty. Diawara, the defender, to be penalised. But it's going to be Robbie Fowler for the chance of a hat-trick. It would be his 11th career hat-trick. It would be the second of the season. Oh, and it would have been his first for Leeds. Have you seen a weaker penalty? No foul on Holdsworth. Went to ground too easily. Here comes Fowler. He's onside. Viduka's up with him. Fowler. This is easier than a penalty. He does have his hat-trick. His first as a Leeds player. Jaskalainen left completely stranded. Got a trailing leg to it. That wasn't enough. 3 for Fowler, 3 for Leeds. Both goals and points. They're back on track. Well, it's a nice trick. A hat-trick on Boxing Day. If you can pull it off, and he's had the chances. Wasted 1 but taken 3. So the most pleasing feature for Leeds today will be the clean sheet. There haven't been many recently, but new colours. Same old Robbie Fowler, even able to spurn a penalty. Most people got their presents yesterday. He got his today. Bolton never recovered from the early goal. They do need to recover from this defeat very quickly. 3-0 to Leeds, and the new hero leaves the pitch with the match ball.